Hola dudes, we are back with another Skippyjon Jones story as promised. If you guys don't know about Skippyjon Jones, let me tell you, he is one of our favorite guys to read about in the butterfly room. He's super silly. He's got these really fun friends. They're called Los Chimichangos, and he goes on magical adventures in his closet. And the really cool thing about Skippyjon Jones is he actually speaks a little bit of Spanish. So if you're in Hola Amigos, you might recognize some of these words. And if not, just keep an ear out for them. Okay, let's begin. Skippyjon Jones by Judy Schachner. I wonder what he's going to get himself into this time. Every morning, Skippyjon Jones woke up with the birds. Do you see him? Where's Skippy? I see two gigantical ears peeking out. Whew. And this did not please his mother at all. Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kittenbritches, ordered Mama Junebug Jones. No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds, she scolded, or ate worms or flew or did his laundry in Mrs. Doohickeys bird bath. Oh, look at that face. It's kind of silly, but I don't think she's very happy. The lecture went on and on as usual. You gotta do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants, said his mother, about just what it means to be a cat. Not a bird, not a mouse or a grouse, not a moose or a goose, not a rat or a bat. You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat. Look at Skippy's face. And stay out of your closet, she added, closing the bedroom door. Do you see in his closet? What do you guys see? Something's in there, I think. But once he was alone, Skippyjon Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones, and I bounce on my bed, and once or 6 times I land on my head. On his way down to earth from a gigantic big bounce, Skippyjon Jones shot past his bedroom mirror. Holy guacamole! exclaimed Skippyjon Jones. What was that? What do you think he saw in the mirror? So up he went again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua. Look at him. Is he a Chihuahua? Look in the mirror. He thinks he sees a Chihuahua in the mirror. Back on land, Skippyjon Jones climbed into his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippyjon Jones began to sing in a muy, muy soft voice. If you guys don't know, muy in Spanish means very, so he began to sing in a very, very soft voice. Oh, my name is Skippito Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow, I'm sweet like the jello. I get the job done, yes indeed-o. Back in the kitchen, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Jillyboo Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. Can Skippyjon come out of his room now? Asked Jujubee. No, answered Mama Junebug Jones. Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking. What do you think? Is he thinking? In fact, Skippyjon wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down a lonesome desert road, far, far away in old Mexico. Look at that. His closet took him into Mexico. Do you guys know that Mexico is actually, our country is America, and Mexico is our next door neighbor to the south. Mexico is a country that's right underneath us, and they speak Spanish there, and there's lots of Chihuahuas that live in Mexico. That's where they come from. Did you know? Not long into his journey, a mysterioso band of Chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. Ay, caramba! Who goes there? Asked Skippyjon Jones. We go by the name of Los Chimichangos, growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. Who are you? I am El Skippito, the great sword fighter, said Skippyjon Jones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. Why the mosquito, dude, said Paquito Tito. I go incognito, said Skippito. Do you like rice and beans, said Pintolito. See, I love mice and beans, said Skippyjo. He might be the dog of our dreams, whispered Rosalita. Perhaps, said Tia Mia, if he knows the secret password. You think he's gonna know it? Leaning toward Don Diego, El Skippyjo half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ears. Achoo! Pichu! Bless you, said Don Diego. Gracias, said Skippyjo. Gracias means thank you. Then it's true, decreed Don Diego. Yip, yippee, yippito. It's the end of Alfredo Bazito. Skippyjo is here. We have nothing to fear. Adios to the bad bumblebito. Then all of the chimichangas went crazy loco. Look at those dogs going crazy. First, they had a fiesta. Look at their party. A fiesta is the party. And look, they're wearing sombreros, and they're shaking maracas, and they're eating tacos, and they're dancing, and they're having a good time. And then, they took a siesta. Siesta means nap. But after waking up, the chimichangos got down to serious business. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great bumblebito for Skippyjo to see. A hush grew over the chimichango so great that one could hear a whisker drop. Alfredo Bazito, whispered the crowd. El blimpo bumblebito bandito. See, said Piquito Tito, the bandito steals our frijoles. Not your beans, cried Skippyjo outraged. See, Paquito continued. Red beans, black beans, Boston baked and blue, cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto and jelly too. And now he comes for us, Paquito added. ¿Por qué? asked Skippyjo, which means why? Because we are full of beans too. Then Don Diego stood tall and in his most somber voice declared, Yo quiero frijoles. Huh? asked Skippyjo. The dude just wants his beans back, said Paquito Tito. And you are the dog for the job. Me? asked Skippyjo. Then all the chimichangos turned towards Skippyjo, the great sword fighter. You think he could do it? But poor Skippyjo had no time for a plan because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangos scattered in all directions. Vamos, Skippyjo, or it is you, the bandito will eato, they cried. Skippyjo stood his ground, but his legs shimmied and shook like the jello, and his teeth chattered like castanets. In a muy soft voice, he said, My name is Skippyjo Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito. But Alfredo Bazito flew straight for Skippyjo until the bean-eating bandito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. Holy frijoles! cried Skippyjo as he thrust his sword in the air. Suddenly, pop! Went the bandito, landing on Skippyjo's sword, and quicker than one could say Chihuahua's crackers and cheese, every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Bazito, the bumblebito bandito. Yay, he did it! Look, he popped them, and all the beans came back. All the doggies burst into song. Yip, yippee, yippito. Our hero is El Skippyjo. He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans, and now we can make our burritos. Look at them, they're so happy. Back at home, there was such a ruckus coming from Skippyjon's room that Mama Junebug Jones and the girls just had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room. Bangito, crashito, papito, Skippyjo! Just in time to see Skippyjon's closet exploding. Uh-oh. Look at all that stuff coming out of his closet. Then out flew Candy, beanbag doggies, and the kitty boy with his birthday piñata on his head. Skippyjon Jones! Everyone cried. Hola, muchachitas, he said in a muy soft voice. Mama Junebug Jones lifted up Skippyjon Jones and covered his head with furry, purry kisses. "What am I going to do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pugs?" she scolded. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippyjon Jones began to bounce and bounce on his big white bed. "Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that." "Say good night, Skippyjon Jones," called his mama. "Buenos noches, mi amigos." "Good night, my friends," said Skippyjon Jones. The end.